The new year is often seen as a time for fresh starts, self-improvement, and setting meaningful goals. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, this time of year can feel less like a celebration and more like a trap. Narcissists are experts at twisting concepts that should be positive, like New Year's resolutions, into tools for manipulation. Today we're going to unpack how narcissists exploit resolutions to maintain control, feed their egos, and deflect responsibility. I'll also share practical strategies to protect yourself and truly embrace this season for your growth, not theirs. Let's get started. New Year's resolutions symbolize hope and change. Two things narcissists often claim to offer, but rarely deliver. This makes them a perfect playground for manipulation. Let's break down why they love this concept so much. Key points. 1. Illusion of change. Narcissists use resolutions to promise a better version of themselves without actually committing to change. For example, they might say, "This year I'm going to stop being so critical," but their behavior remains the same, or even worsens. 2. Attention and validation. Declaring ambitious resolutions publicly allows them to appear virtuous or superior. They might brag about how they'll become a better person or help others more this year. This earns them admiration while deflecting scrutiny from their past actions. 3. Control through optimism. Narcissists know that New Year's resolutions put people in an optimistic mindset. They exploit this by making promises that rekindle hope in relationships, especially those they've damaged. 4. Avoiding accountability. By focusing on future goals, they divert attention from past failures. Example: instead of apologizing for neglecting you, they'll say, "Let's leave the past behind and focus on what's ahead." Ultimately, New Year's resolutions provide narcissists with a stage to project an image of change and virtue while continuing their manipulative behaviors. Understanding this can help us see through their facade and protect ourselves from their influence. Let's explore some of the common tactics narcissists use to manipulate you through New Year's resolutions. These strategies may seem subtle at first, but over time their patterns become glaringly obvious. Tactic 1. Promising change without action. Narcissists might promise to change problematic behaviors, like saying, "This year I'll finally listen to you more," or "I'm going to work on my bad habits." These promises are rarely fulfilled. Instead, they use them as a delay tactic to keep you hopeful and invested in the relationship. Tactic 2. Shifting responsibility to you. They'll craft resolutions for you under the guise of helpfulness, such as, "You should work on being more patient with me," or "Your goal should be to communicate better." This shifts the blame for their issues onto you, making you feel like you're the one who needs to change. Tactic 3. Weaponizing your resolutions against you. If you share your resolutions, they may mock them, dismiss them, or actively sabotage them. For example, if you resolve to exercise more, they might criticize your efforts. "Why are you wasting time on that? It's not like it's going to make a difference." Tactic 4. Using resolutions for image management. They might set grandiose resolutions to appear superior, like, "This year I'm going to start a charity or write a book." Whether or not they follow through, the goal is to make themselves look good to others. Tactic 5. Gaslighting through inconsistency. They may deny making certain resolutions or twist the details to confuse you. Example: I never said I'd quit drinking, I just said I'd cut back. Now that we've identified the tactics narcissists use, let's talk about how you can protect yourself. The key is to focus on your growth while maintaining firm boundaries. Here's how. 1. Focus on actions, not promises. Don't take their promises at face value. Watch their behavior over time to determine whether they're truly committed to change. 2. Set your own resolutions privately. Keep your resolutions focused on your well-being and growth. Avoid sharing them with the narcissist to prevent sabotage or criticism. Example resolutions: I will prioritize my mental health, or I will set stronger boundaries. 3. Resist the urge to fix them. Narcissists often exploit others' empathy by presenting themselves as a work in progress. Remember, it's not your job to help them change. 4. Don't engage in their guilt tripping. If they attempt to guilt trip you for not supporting their resolutions, stay calm and assertive. Example: response: your goals are your responsibility, just as mine are my own. 5. Use boundaries to maintain your independence. If they try to impose resolutions on you or control your goals, firmly but calmly set boundaries. I appreciate your input, but my goals are personal, and I'll decide what works best for me. Remember, you have the power to shape your own future. Embrace your journey with confidence and hope. You are in control. To bring these points home, let's look at real-life examples of how narcissists manipulate through resolutions and what you can do instead. Example 1. The narcissistic partner. They promise to work on their temper, but blame you for their outbursts. I was trying, but you provoked me. Red flag. Shifting blame and lack of accountability. Solution: don't take the blame for their failures. Recognize this pattern and focus on your emotional well-being. Example 2. The narcissistic boss. They declare ambitious team goals to look good but expect everyone else to do the work. This year, we're going to be the top performing team in the company. Red flag. They take credit for successes and deflect blame for failures. Solution: document your contributions and set boundaries around unreasonable demands. New Year's resolutions should be about empowering yourself, not falling into someone else's manipulative games. If you're dealing with a narcissist, the best resolution you can make is to prioritize your own well-being and set boundaries that protect your energy. Key takeaways: watch their actions, not their words. Set personal resolutions privately to avoid sabotage. Avoid taking responsibility for their failures or unmet promises. Stay firm in your boundaries and focus on your growth. Thanks for joining me today. Remember, the new year is your time to shine. Don't let anyone, especially a narcissist, dim your light. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Let's continue unmasking narcissists and empowering ourselves. Happy New Year, and see you in the next video.